take it that's the direction we're going, right? Right where we can't see land. Had a wonderful trip. Got a friend of mine that works for me, went along with me, and we stopped and picked Mark up that we met on a bear hunt on the way up through on our way to Newfoundland. Gotta learn how to say that. And we ended up going out to taking the ferry across after we went up through New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. And I got to load my truck on a ferry and riding across the mid-Atlantic for 5 hours. Kind of nervous, never been out in the middle of water where you can't see land, but it was really awesome. We get back to camp, really nice place. The views were incredible. And he made us feel right at home. Roger was there when we got there and made us feel right at home, and we had to camp all to ourselves the first night. And the guide showed up next day about 4 o'clock in the morning.
We're out here in Newfoundland, getting ready to kill anything that moves this morning. Over the next 3 days, saw a lot of animals, saw a lot of sign of moose. Then we found our spot on Wednesday morning, Tuesday night. So we made a plan to go out Wednesday morning and every morning and night until we found and killed a moose. Day 3, got a good spot. I think we're gonna kill something this morning. Wednesday night we walked into the woods, 4:30 in the afternoon, and our plan was to sit down in the spot we'd chosen earlier in the morning, and Tim was going to rake a little bit, do some calling, and we were going to sit and wait. Well, we get in there, get situated, Tim goes over and starts raking the trees. 20 minutes goes by, and Tim hears something. I didn't. Comes up running up on my shoulder and shaking me. Get your gun, pointing at a moose. Now, fortunately being colorblind, I didn't see a thing. Got my gun cocked and ready to fire. Don't see any moose though. Now I got Mark and Tim pointing at a moose that I don't see. And then he stepped forward and I saw him.
just went down. I feel fucking awesome. Oh, adrenaline. Just shot my first moose. Newfoundland moose. Fuck yeah. Catch my breath. We were looking the opposite way, and Tim comes up behind me real quick, like, come on, look. So I chambered one, and I couldn't see him for nothing. I'm colorblind. Was he 20 yards away? Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe 20.
25 yards, maybe.
I couldn't see him. I finally saw him, and he came right up, gave me a nice broadside shot. Oh, it was fucking beautiful. I got a chance to sneak in another one as he was walking away, and he went down.
You wanted meat? There's his meat. This is perfect eating meat. We got a 7-point bowl, just what the doctor ordered.
That's right, that takes, man. It's surely a team effort too, boy.
Oh, sure was.
Man, it's incredible. I've never hunted like this before.
I don't think it went 60 yards, but it went 60 yards towards the road, so that after we quartered it, I didn't have to carry it out that far.
Oh, first big buck moose. I got it bite the liver, or the heart. Oh, that was gross. It's good luck, though.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
A lot of people drink it.
Yeah? Oh, that's gonna be next, right? Like this. Oh! God, it was fucking gross.
You're looking forward to it, huh?
Next time.
I want to thank everybody from Dan, Mark here. You guys made it a great week for me, and certainly the Shepherds. They were a fantastic family. Sophie cooked great for us, 3 meals a day. Packed our lunches, broke our balls. Oh, it made it feel right like home. And Tim and Roger, oh man, just great people. Really got to spend a lot of time with my guide Tim and hung out. It wasn't just about going out in the woods and killing a moose. I learned a lot about Newfoundland itself. Trees, the rocks, the bugs, the moose, the bear, coyotes, the eagles, I mean, you name it. I got a lesson in hunting this week. It was fun. The moose was just a bonus. Thanks, everybody.
We're up on top of this knoll, looking across the bogs and down past an area there that just calling and glassing, and we had a nice big bull come out about a mile away. My guide picked it up and I couldn't even see it. I picked up my rangefinder and I couldn't even see it. He gave me his glasses and then I ended up looking at it through my scope, and it just looked like a little speck out there. And he started calling, and then the bull picked his head up, looked right at us, and from a mile away you can see him coming across the bog. A mile away I could see his slabs in my scope.
Straight over from top of that hill, he said call. Okay, sir, call.
I couldn't believe they could hear that far.
I said, watch. I said, I'll give a call. Sir, call. You don't believe it.
Looking at him through my rangefinder, it looked like a dot of fly shit. I couldn't even tell what it was. So I literally dialed in, I picked the scope up, looked out across. His head come up and off he come right after he called. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. Never seen nothing like it.
It's almost dark.
We ended up sitting until dark. He got tangled up in some woods there between us, and he didn't end up coming through to us. But it was just exciting to hear something from that far away. Joel tagged out that day, which was really cool. So Mark come along with us on Thursday morning, and we took him up way up top of one of the other areas we hadn't been at past where we had been going, and rain. Once again, we had rains and high wind. We were all soaked and cold. So we come out about 10:30, went back and warmed up, and decided to try a different area that evening. We got up in some cutwoods with some logging roads through them, and a lot of fresh sign, and we're pulling through. It was kind of funny. Roger's checking out track for fresh sign and old sign, and I'm looking up through the edge of the woods and seeing a moose go running through. And I said, Roger, there's a moose up there. And it was just funny. He never spotted it. It was a joke because he's my guide. He's supposed to be pointing them out to me. We had a lot of laughs. So we proceeded to look that area. Decided we're going to go back to the next morning. We thought we heard some walking. My guide's a moose hunter. He spent time in the woods with them, and the cameraman is also a moose hunter, so they know better than me, and they could hear them, and they could hear the low grunts, which is stuff I couldn't pick out.
But nothing, a goddamn thing. Moose stumps. Stumps. Knocking fucking trees. We go try somewhere else.
And we got in there, and it was great. There was fresh moose track from the evening before, since we'd been there all over the place, and bear track going in, and we were driving down the road, and my guide stops and says, "There's a moose there." I says, "Where?" And I couldn't see it from my side of the truck, so Mark jumps out of the back seat, and I jump out of the front seat, running over to the driver's side with the guide over there. He says, "Right there." And I said, "Where?" He says, "Right next to the birch tree." And I said, "Which birch tree?" He says, "The birch tree with a moose next to it."
Down. Let's walk off. Lay the sack down on that shit. You see a drop? Oh man, 500 yards up the road.
310 yards.
310.
Not bad, huh?
Free hand.
Never fucking moved.
What?
Never
No.
fucking moved. How you feel? Awesome. Awesome. 310 yards. Actually 311 to be exact. She never moved. Dropped right in her spot. Man. Long
Last
week.
day.
Long week, last day.
Last
but I
day.
knew he'd get us out of moose.
How many we got?
Oh, it is 8:03.
He said 8:10.
Yeah. He says he wanted to make sure I got my money's worth of my hunt here.
Hey boys, you gotta see what we got here.
You got a rope in
1,
the truck?
2, 3, 4, 5. 9 boys. 9 paces.
9 paces?
Off the main drag.
I gotta call my wife. She's the first one's gotta know. Oh, I gotta figure out how to use the damn phone. I went on recent, but it didn't.
Help you.
Yeah, where's the road? Oh my God. Honey, I just dropped a moose, 310 yards. Yep, long ways away, baby. I come up, and he says to me, he goes, moose, and the guy shuts it off, and he goes, right up there by the birch tree. And I'm looking all over, there's only like 100 birch trees. Which birch tree? He goes, the one with a moose next to it. I get out and I look at her, she's looking right at me. We're heading back to the truck. Get the truck moved up. Daddy got a moose. I told you I was getting one. I had a good guide. When I called all of Newfoundland, they said he was the best in the area. All right, baby.
Congratulations, buddy.
Man.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. You're the man. I'll
Yeah,
be
it's
back, definitely.
It's been a good week, hard week, but
You know
said
what?
we got him.
You know what, though? I'm glad it happened the way it did because I got to hear all the calling. We were close. We got to see one come in from a mile away.
Yeah.
And finally, last day,
It
so I
happened.
got to enjoy the whole week. I have to come back for another moose.
Bigger.
Bigger.
A bull.
A bull. That's all right. That's all
Oh,
right.
yeah. Gotta start somewhere, boy. Like I said,
Yep.
it's been
Hey,
hard.
my first moose. I don't care.
It's been a hard week, boy. Like
Flat-
I said, no
It's been raining all
rain
week.
every day,
warm.
wind. Yeah.
Windy?
It's not good weather, but
Yep. You know
if you
what?
keep at it, still got meat.
When I pull that out of the freezer, I won't know if I had
No,
a flat,
you-
I won't know if I had a flat top or a rack or not.
You won't, sir. No.
I'm very proud of her. She's a nice cow.
She's a big old cattle, boy.
We did good. We got her all skinned up and back to camp, quartered up, and we were able to leave on a Friday night. I would like to thank both the guides, Roger and Tim, and their Tim's wife Sophie. They were just great people. You couldn't ask for better people to hunt with and more pleasant of a crew. They made it fun. They made you feel at home. We had a blast. We joked. We had a good time. I'm so glad Mark come along and took the offer to come along with us. He's a good friend, and I look forward to doing a lot more with him. He's right there, no matter how bad the weather is. He was right with us. The guides were pushing us through, and everybody tagged out. Both Joe and I did, and I hope Mark enjoyed himself as much as we enjoyed ours. I really had a good time, and it was the perfect group of people.